All right, guys. Hello. Exactly 22 minutes gone past 11 a.m. You are tuned into your favorite, your home of conversations, Lagos Talks 91.3. It is the start of the midday show. My name is Paula Chine, a.k.a. the Big P. And I told you guys during the handover with Kayode that we have your faves in the studio. Of course, you know, the recent evictees of the Big Brother Season 7, the Level Up, with they're in the house, BBNaija contestants. With me, I have Groovy in the studio. Say hi.
Yes. What's up, my people? This is Groovy live at Lagos Talks.
All
Groovy,
right.
The Pink Panther, the Groovy Sauce. Stay groovy, my people. I'm here. I'm out here. Let's get it.
All right. And I have Shags in the building.
What's up? I'm in London. What's Italian?
Okay. And I have Hermes.
Cool it. You already know what it is. We outside. Work. We outside.
All right. And outside it is, although you're in the studio. So, guys, first of all, congratulations. This season was epic. It was fun.
Thank you so much.
Everyone thought you guys lived it up. You know, you started out kind of making people feel, what is it going to be this season? But guess what? By now, everyone knows your season was rated among the best. So congratulations. You're all winners. Yeah, so who's going to go first? Because I have questions. Trust me.
Let's go. Go with the gentleman.
Let's go.
All right. So, Groovy, how are you?
I'm good. I'm groovy.
You were seen as a lady magnet. What's that about? Are you used to that attention before, even the house?
To be honest, man, I always said that my intention coming to the house was to win, was also to level up and, to take my, whatever it is that I had going on, my business, my music and my modeling, to use that platform to take it to the next level. And, getting into the house and, seeing what everything that was just happening. Obviously, I got into something with somebody. And my intention was to keep that, straight. So the attention I was getting from the other ladies, I think that was just, I can only say, I just say it in a cheeky way, it's just the groovy sauce, to be honest. Like,
what a groove.
Some people have been saying it's my hair. Some people have been saying it's my hair, Some people are saying it's my hair and all that, but I just feel like that whole thing just came with the whole process, and all of us being in such a confined space, it
was bound to happen.
It was bound to happen. Yeah, to be honest.
So how did you feel? First of all, we saw you kick off with Beauty, right?
Yeah.
And we saw how intense she was. We saw the assault and all of that.
Yeah.
Right. So how do you feel, when she left the house? Just because, she couldn't control her emotions as regards you. How did you feel? Did you feel bad?
Yeah, I think the whole situation, like I said, something that started off as really great and everything, and the way it ended, it was hard to take in, to be honest, and obviously I had to take my time to be able to analyze the situation and just process a lot. But like I said, relationships, sometimes relationships, they start off really good and they end. I think it is what it is. It's just better for us to just move on regarding despite everything. And for me, man, I'm just I'm operating on the love and light situation.
Exactly.
I'm outside.
That's
and
great.
I'm not ready to bring all that negative energy into my life. I'm focused on myself. I'm focused on my brand. I'm focused on my family. Focused on my new family. The groovers that kept me this long. So in any other thing regarding that situation, I think it should be in the past. But I'm also ready to spread love and light. So yeah, that's what I feel.
Okay, speaking about spreading love and light, so when Beauty left the house, we saw her friend, someone who used to be quite close to her in the house, Phyna. Right, we even saw Phyna and Amaka. They were best of friends until their desire for you came about to be. Now we saw both of them kind of go their separate ways in terms of friendship, and now we saw you and Phyna. What's up with you and Phyna?
She's my girl, so we solidified the relationship, over the course of us getting to spend more time together and everything. So I still left the house, as her boyfriend, and as even though I'm outside, I still wish her the best. But like I said, the whole thing with her and Amaka, it was just something.
It wasn't your fault.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault, because I think people, I don't know if people think that maybe I had the hands to do all these kind of things. You get I feel it's just a discussion between them two, that maybe they need to, if there's anything they still need to sort out, on the outside. But I was very intentional as regards who I picked and who I wanted to be with. Just like it was with Beauty, it was the same with Phyna. I go for what I want, And if there's any misconceptions about maybe me trying to play on two friends, I think that was not my intentions. And I think even after that, they were still able to sort out the whole thing. Despite that, I mean, when the dust settled and it was clear that I was with Phyna, I think they were still able to to come to a resolution. So
okay. Speaking about resolution, are we going to be seeing more of you and Phyna as an item, as a couple outside of the house? Now you're out.
Okay, so obviously, like I always say, relationships inside the Big Brother house is on a totally different scale to what you see outside the house. Because you're really truly confined in the same space with somebody. Different issues become heightened. There's always the chance of everybody having an opinion because you're literally having conversations in the same space and everything. I would always tell her that, listen, that I know the fact that we can feel different things because we're inside here, and it just gets so choked up. And obviously, when we come outside, I expect for you to be busy and for me to be busy, not for us to be dabbling on issues that should be that really aren't that serious. So coming outside of the house, like I said, it was actually I felt that I would make it to the final week, but then coming out before her is still the same thing. It's just for me to refocus my energy on myself and working on myself and working on my brand and just doing my own thing. So obviously, I would like for her to also focus on herself as well. And any other discussions will be when we come outside of the house. We see how things go from there. Yeah.
Okay. So some people saw your relationship and the fact that you were neutral as a strategy. Did you go into the house with any type of strategy whatsoever?
Nah.
Because Kes came here and he said you had been on a reality show before, and that he knows you're very familiar with how it works. So do you think maybe by chance you had a personal one? It's safe to declare it now. It's not bad.
Nah. I mean, I said what I was saying about the whole reality show. That was the elite model look competition that which is obviously a modeling P. You understand? Right. It was a modeling competition that I did way back in 2014, and we did. Yeah, I did way back in 2014, and obviously, funny enough, Aquafina, which were the chief sponsors for drinking water in the house were also the sponsors then. I got opportunity to be a house, I think for like 2 weeks, but you can't compare elite model look competition to Big Brother Naija. Come on. The level of expectation, the amount of, emotions and everything you have to go through, to be there for 9 weeks. It's not. It's just a lot.
Wow.
So I didn't, so my experience then 2014, 2022,
it's a lot different.
It's a lot. I was just stating that, okay, like I have been in this in a similar setting, but no, trust me, it can never be the same. So I came into the house, myself, I always, I didn't want to play on the fact that, I will come and then be chasing this kind of girl or this person. I came to the house as myself. I always identified, I came to have fun. I came to win, I came to win and I came to experience and I came to learn new things. So, any misconceptions about the fact that maybe I came to the house to be able to use women as my strategy, that's wrong.
All right. So what do we expect from you now you're outside of the house?
Yeah, okay, just to keep it short, Groovy came into Big Brother house as a businessman. Groovy came to the house as an artist. Groovy came into the house as a model. And I expect it, and I want to take my business to the next level with this platform. More stores for my music, do more collaborations, work on myself, work on my craft. For my modeling, working with brands, being an influencer and so on and so forth, and even acting as well. I picked that up also in the house, and definitely just being a good role model to my people, being a good role model to my groovers. I love you guys so much, and being out with this amazing guy, Sheggz and Hermes, it's just an opportunity for us.
That's so touching. All right, we wish you the best. So over to the other fellas, Shags and Hermes. Who goes first? So I'll go for Hermes, right? Because I can see your blazer right across.
Let's get it, shine.
All right, so Hermes, how are you?
I'm good. Taking it all in, adjusting to this new life. It was a lot the man was going through before we went in the house. It was a lot the man went through in the house. It was a lot that man came out to outside of the house. So much love, so much possibility. Yeah, just soaking it all in, processing.
All right. Speaking about processing, you're quite familiar with the media. You're a dancer. You're a professional dancer, and the videos of you, showcasing your craft, and it's amazing. It's creative. I must commend. However, a lot of people thought, you might not really be from the trenches. So they thought it was a strategy you were using to kind of gain the sympathy of the public. What do you say about that?
So the thing about this strategy thing, before I went in, a lot of people kept asking me, what's your strategy going in? I didn't even know what that meant because I used to watch the show, but I wasn't exactly following up as maybe a lot of people were. So I didn't understand it. My life, I can't start to tell the story. Like, I've been through a lot. I came from the slum even into the house. I came from Oroshoki into the house. I didn't even think they were going to pick me because, a lot of people thought I'm not the kind of people they're looking out for out there. Like, it's been a lot. But even inside the house, I don't know why people even say that. I never mentioned the thing about where I was from. All I focused on was where I was going and the narrative that I want to have going forward. Okay. I didn't want my past to be a limiting factor to all the promise that my capacity held in light. And that's all I projected, my future, and that's it.
And that's amazing.
I ain't saying nothing about my past. I knew how it could have projected me, but I ain't saying nothing about it. That's what my media team, they put it out there. And all of those videos, that's me putting in work, regardless, resource or no resource. We've been putting in work. I got lots of results on work that I put in before I got in the house. It's just, work. The only talents I got.
All right. And speaking about work, Hermes.
Yeah.
What's up? How is Allison?
She's fine. She's fine. We had a few conversations.
You were expecting this, weren't you?
Of course I was.
Okay, so we saw you and Allison. Now, when it came to both of you, it started out quite fast, but it blossomed. It was so beautiful.
Fast?
You seem,
okay.
First she was close to Adekunle, right? Yeah. And suddenly we saw her more or less close to you and in your arms, and you both seem to be very happy and fond of one another. Now there's a problem because when Allison came here, she spoke about something. Now she said you're a great guy and all of that. However, there is the background story of a polyamorous relationship, right?
Yes,
so Hermes, what's going on? Because we know there are, so you have two ladies and they're in the picture. Both. I don't want to objectify them. I was going to say vanilla, chocolate, you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. And it's like a triangle. Now, Allison doesn't want to be a part of that. What do you have to say about it?
So first off, I understand how my narrative could be misunderstood. It's not a normal thing to have here in Nigeria. It's also, it's what it is. My individuality is what it is. It's taking a lot of work to have two women within an individual capacity to decide that they want to be with me. I know what it means for me to be loved, and we've had several conversations about. And for my relationship, what love means to us is that each individual would love themselves within the capacity for them to love themselves, and they will figure what that is per time. And then every other person who wants to give love to them will make a journey towards understanding who they are as they go through life. That means we're open to change as it comes to be, and each individual will define what love and giving love to them would mean, and would all respect that understanding and make a journey, put effort into like giving them love. And that applies to me too. Going in the house, I found Allison, and it wasn't fast. Second day into the house on Monday, I already told Allison I'm into her. I see a lot of possibility. I told her what my reality was. She said she already knew. Like she apparently we both knew each other at some capacity outside of the house, and she said she's not emotionally available, and that was it for 4 weeks. I kept trying over 8 times.
Wow.
I can't speak on what her the thing with Adekunle was. I'm not in their business, to be honest, but I spoke to her, and that's another individual. She had the right to decide. It took 4 weeks before she even started to consider that maybe we could try something out. We started to try. We kept trying in the house, and we both had a conversation that when we come out, we're going to have a conversation with each other and decide what works. And we haven't had that conversation, so I'm still waiting to see what that is for both of us.
So there's no hope of us seeing both of you as an item, because you looked really cute together, I must say.
There's no hope? I didn't say that.
Okay, so no, just tell us, like, what should we expect? I mean, is there a 50% chance? I'm just trying to get you to say something. At least some of us who hope, both of you blossom into something more.
I love Allison. I still hope that we can have something outside of the house now, but that would take a decision. It has to be mutual. We not had that conversation. We don't know what template I could ride on. So until I have that conversation, if it's possible, and we also understood that it might not be possible. So if she doesn't want to have it under a certain template, I have to understand that it'll hurt, But it's what it is. If I can't have it on the truth, I wouldn't have it at all.
And speaking about something that hurt, so Hermes, a lot of people saw you as a possible winner of this year's Level Up season. You know that. For some people, there was an outcry. You were somewhat their winner. So coming out, your eviction kind of sparked a wave, and a lot of people expressed dissatisfaction. How did you feel coming out and just coming on to that energy from people?
To be honest, it's so much love. Shout out, coolest tribe. It's all love from our zones. I'm all about truth. I hope that the people that are with me understand that my truth is my truth, and I'm going to speak it no matter how hard it is. The truth needs to get out there, and it will always be hard, but the truth still needs to be supported. It needs to be spoken about. It needs to be spoken about. It's all love. And coming out to all that love, to be honest, I didn't expect it, because my narrative is so difficult to understand. I literally thought that people would, have a hard time understand. But I came out to people just on an individual level relating to my story. And then Hermes is all of us. I'm an individual in a society where lots of individuals are misunderstood. And I'm so glad that I held on to my individuality, no matter the difficulty of understanding that individuality. And then people saw themselves in that narrative. And I'm just going to keep that going, to be honest, because that's who I am.
That's
great. I'm
great.
going to speak the truth.
Okay. And speaking about the truth, what do we expect from you, Hermes? Now you're outside of the house.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Right? I was already in the process of starting my own production company, focused on building platforms. I spoke a lot on how much I believe that the Big Brother platform generates a lot of hope. A lot of young people wake up for the next 1 year under the promise that they could apply and their life could change. Big Brother changed my life. And I just want to replicate that on another level within the sports, within the capacity for art. I've been doing that in my community without any resource. Now that I have the platform that I have, I hope to get as many resources from wherever it might come from, because I believe that kings and queens can ride on the same platform and not have anything to beef about. Differences can ride within the laws that govern society, and I want to be a template of that within my individual capacity. I've got an amazing team of young, very hardworking people just like me who are very enthusiastic about the same things I'm enthusiastic about, and we about to go. We about to go build a platform that everyone, a lot of young people in Nigeria. Let's use that energy. Let's work with it. All
right. And random question very quickly. How did you come up with that name? Because I know it's Greek mythology, right?
So I didn't come up with that name. My dad was so into greatness that he named all of us after gods.
So Shags, I'm sorry to say, but in all actuality, there can't be a conversation about Shags this season without us mentioning Bella.
Big Bella.
Big Bella. Come on. Give us that energy. So, Shags, more or less, we saw you within the first 48, 72 hours of getting into the house. You already had eyes for Bella and only Bella. What's up? What's going on with that?
Honestly speaking, going into the house, I really just never thought I'd meet somebody like that. And just walking into the house, when I saw her, I was like, yo, this girl's so beautiful. I need to get to know her. Wow. A lot of things that people don't know is so we had the same facial wash, we had the same soap, we had the same slippers.
Really?
We go to the same restaurant in London. There's so much stuff I can say that people don't know.
So you felt the connection instantly?
Yeah, it was just it was meant to be. There were so many times where we were matching clothes, our suitcases were similar. So I just started getting to know, and yeah, man, Big Bella.
So now you're outside of the house. While you were in the house, a lot of people saw you and Bella have, like every other couple, arguments, disagreements, right? And they saw breakups and reconciliation. Now, there was one that struck people, and they said they felt you were using harsh words, hateful words towards her. Maybe that wasn't your intention, but it seemed that way at that time. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I think it was really misunderstood, misconstrued. Sometimes when I'm speaking, I'll be speaking to my boys, I'll be like, guy, you're deaf now, guy, how far are you now, guy?
So it wasn't anything deep?
It wasn't I didn't actually mean babe, you're actually stupid. One of my boys from London, he was like, yo, that he was watching it one time, and I was speaking to her, and I think I said something, apparently I said something like, you're actually a fool, and he was laughing I know Sheggz is joking, but I don't know if Nigeria can actually know that he's joking. So it wasn't like that. We had 3 disagreements in 9 weeks, by the way, where that will happen in relationships. I'm open to learning. I'm open to people advising me for however they think my relationship could be better. That's my best friend, and really and truly, like, I do everything to treat her the best way I know how. I really try to show that. I don't know why it wasn't aired on screen.
All right. So you mentioned meeting her people, getting an apartment. Is that going to be happening now you're outside of the house?
Yeah, like, I think Bella needs to come out. But for me, like, that's actually my best friend. Like, for real. Like, I'm not even, I know, like, I keep saying this, and I don't know if people even want me to say this, but I think it's so disrespectful to her that people ask if it was a strategy. Like, because you find babe like that and not fall in love. Like, I'm so confused.
Really?
Like, you get what I mean? So coming outside and hearing all this, I'm like, wow, like, this is actually shocking, because that's really my guy. That's really my person, for real.
All right. And speaking about your person, Shags, there's a story about you having an ex-girlfriend just before you came into the house. Now, several times you threatened to go back to her when you and Bella fell out. Was that real, or you were just trying to put her on her toes?
No, I think that I've been told a lot of stuff about different stories that have been going around. What I will say is that I've gone through heartbreak before, so sometimes maybe if things were tough between Bella and I just naturally
become
just
defensive.
Scared. Like, I was just scared of, like, my heart being broken. That I probably just thought, Omo, if I jack one now and I leave this relationship quickly, then maybe I wouldn't be so heartbroken if things went wrong. So that was just that, man. Like, Bella's really my guy. I keep hearing about different stories. My name hasn't been mentioned in any video. I don't know why different things are being attached to me. I'm waiting for my bestie to come home and we just figure it out, man.
All right. Speaking about figuring something out very quickly, it seemed like there were a lot of housemates against you at some point. It felt like they were always coming for you, and you seemed not to get along with a lot of them. How did that make you feel while you were in the house?
I don't think that's true, Like, I feel like a lot of housemates, I'm actually close with them. They're actually my people. Sometimes you could disagree with someone, and like, in the real world, you disagree with someone today, and then a couple of days later, you guys are cool and you're back to being normal. It's funny. So, but when you're on television, people actually take that and think that you and that person, like, suddenly hate each other. I think Bella and I spent so much time together that sometimes we was basically detached from the rest of the group. So I got love for the rest of the 27 housemates. I'm wishing everybody the best. I'm out with my boys. You get what I'm trying to say? I'm from day one. You already know Groovy was my roomie. I'm sure people saw Hermes and I bond earlier on, and sometimes we had disagreements, which is normal, and the boys are back, man.
And there was one disagreement between you and Groovy, and it was because of the ladies. Groovy, here's your mic. What happened? What went on? Because there was a bromance, and we saw that shake for it, even if it was a minute. Why was that?
I think because our personalities are so similar, it was obvious that we would obviously want to stand up for our women. And it kind of broke up because of an altercation between Bella and Phyna, and the argument turned into insults here and there, and I feel like he felt it best to stand up for his woman, and I did the same. And
but everything's fine now, right?
Everything is fine. We didn't even have to sit down to have an argument, man. Sheggz,
that's
Sheggz
great.
Is my guy. He's a genuine guy. Like, he really loves his girl. And obviously, like, whatever that's happening in the house, it's a 24-hour show, as we always say. Not everything can be shown, So, I feel like this whole relationship matter, about what we're doing in the house, I feel like we should just...
It was blown out of proportion.
We should just move past it. And obviously, I believe he's rooting for his girl just as much as rooting.
All right. Speaking about Shags, what do we expect to see now you're outside of the house?
Like, I was acting before I went in the house, so
I
shot a series that's dropping soon. I'm just trying to make my mark as a big actor. So I'm going to shoot more stuff. I play football as well, so I've been a footballer since I signed for the first professional team I signed for. I was 13 years old in England when that happened. I've got a serious injury right now, so I'm going to have an operation, and then I'm going to talk to my agent in England and decide if it's the right route for me to get back into football or if I'm just going to retire early. I also just want to be a brand influencer, and I want to influence young Nigerians. You can be different. You can be a mix of London and Lagos. You could be in London. You get
big
Shags, and
you
can have earrings.
People gave you the name Mr. Ikoyi.
Yeah, Mrs. Ikoyi. You see on our way out. Yeah, mad.
So, guys, any last words? Give out your social media handles for your fans who want to keep up with you. You can go individually. Who goes first?
Hey. Big ups to everyone listening. It's your boy Groovy. My social media handles, you can reach me at Groovy Mono, GROOVYMONO. You can reach me on all social media platforms. Big ups to everyone listening. Big ups to Lagos Talks for hosting us. Yeah.
You're
It's just a
welcome.
blessing. It's a blessing to be here. It's a blessing to be outside.
All right.
9 weeks ain't easy. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for for allowing me for helping me to get this far. And big ups to the Groovers, big ups to my family, big ups to everyone that's supporting. Can't wait to show you what we have next. Yeah.
All right. So yes, Hermes.
Man, big ups, Hermes at Hermes ELA across every social media platform. You know what it is. We outside. Love you guys, coolest tribe. Thank you so much for sticking with me, doing all the work out there. I love y'all. We're speaking the truth. We're keeping it real till eternity. Holding space.
All right, and Shags.
Sheggz FC, my family, it's crazy out here. I can tell that you guys was working hard to keep me in there till week 9. It's Sheggz early on all socials. It's SHEGGZOLU. My Instagram got taken down, so got a backup page right now. That's Sheggz Olushimo, SHEGGZOLUSCMO. You can catch me there. I'm outside with my boys, keeping me comfy, as well as Sheggz FC. So yeah, we safe.
All right, and guys, yes, it is exactly 52 minutes gone past 11 a.m. It is your home of conversation. I can see the phone lines are blowing up. Unfortunately, we can't take calls. They have a lot of places to get to. But thanks, guys, for stopping by. It's been amazing. We're about to call it a day. In the meantime,
so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome to always stop by here, by the way. It is your home of conversation. Keep the dial up to 913. It is Lagos Talks 91.3. You see how they're rushing them. Enjoy this one from Iris Star.
We are Lagos Talks 91.3.
Let's talk.